Hello everyone, this is Cody Siltis with ConsciousLove.org here for your monthly Angel Oracle card reading and energy forecast. I want to thank you guys first and foremost so much for your patience and loving support. As you have noticed, I haven't been making my weekly updates this month. I've been going through what I like to call a human experience. Some egoic times, we'll say, which we all get from time to time. And it's not fun when you're intuitive or you're psychic or you're a medium and you have to and you're used to being in these spiritual perspectives and then you are thrust back into your humanity and even having messages from angels saying, no, you're not supposed to know this, you're supposed to be surprised, and it's so frustrating. But again, through the whole time, my mantra was, this is transformational, not bad. This is transformational, not bad. This is redirecting energies, not bad. And I think I'm finally coming to a place where I can take ownership of that redirectional energy and start co-creating with it. And I pray that you guys are in the same place. If you've been going through some things that have been challenging for you, know that you're not alone. Know that even though my videos weren't here, that was an opportunity for the angels to be speaking directly with you. I would go back and do readings, but I think it's more important to give the forecast for November for a sign of hope, they're telling me. We were all in the shadow. We were. Even if you go back and look at my Libra readings and some of the other readings I did for the air signs, I saw themes watching them where it's like, oh, it's being shadowed for me, I would say. Oh, it's being blocked, but it's going to be different, and I would try to explain it. And those were so funny, watching, again, from a future perspective, I guess, looking in hindsight and be like, yeah, oh yeah, it's shadowed, all right. I can't say a thing. But again, that's okay when the teacher is silent during the tests, right? And whenever we're in shadowed times, it's a time for us to be shining our light. And I know it was difficult for me. It really was, to be shining my light, to be standing in my integrity, to be speaking my truth, and to be redirecting my life, and truly realigning my life with my own willpower. To say, you know what, this isn't where I want to be going. And I see that now. I was caught up in all these dramas. And after having this little shake-up, I can now have the clarity and focus to be like, oh, there's the light. Again, when it gets dark, we can see where the light is more clearly. So yeah. I want to say I love you guys, too. Like, from the bottom of my heart, because you guys, your comments continuing really help me keep going. I do want to say, if you've emailed me and you haven't gotten a reply, I would just say, please email me again, because that inbox is not full, but I want to be making sure that you get attended to. So please, if you can forgive the inconvenience, would you please re-email me, just so it pops back up for me. I don't have to go hunting through there, and I could better assist you. Again, remember, this is a friendly thing I do. It's not really a business right now. It's not really something I charge for. So I would appreciate some mutual exchange, and then realizing I am human. So, yeah. Not that I'm here to help you help yourself. I'm here to help inspire you to know the wisdom and beauty that was already inside of you. Okay? You're the miracle worker. You're the light worker. We all are. We're all light beings. It's just about remembering that. Okay? So, in honor of Stuart Pierce following me on Twitter, I'm going to be using his two decks, the Angels of Atlantis Oracle cards, and wow, and the Angel Heart Sigils. Also in honor of Colette Baron Reed communicating with me on Twitter as well, which was awesome. They're supportive. They're so awesome. Michelle Patterson too. She, yeah, it happened. I'm gonna use the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms and Colette's new deck, the Wisdom of the Oracle. I can't tell if I've posted these or not because I've been trying to make weekly videos. I've been trying, And then every time something would happen, or at the very end, I'd be sitting there, and the angels and me would just be having a conversation in my head. And it would be like 15 minutes would go by, and I was like, I'm not saying anything to them because they're too busy talking to me. And it was like this, it's like they brought me to the camera just for me to get into the mode, and then be like, JK, you're not publishing this was for you, surprise, and it was annoying. Not fun. I also have, for some reason, I think it's significant, one of my all-time favorite decks, and this is the most decks I've ever pulled out before I have more, Return of Spirit. I think this is very significant that we have these cards here, because, again, how I said before with the other tarot cards we were using, it was very human energy, very emotional, very illogical, irrational, egoic-based energies kind of been surging for us at that time. Do I really look this skinny? Is that from my exercise? 6 weeks, people, it's all over. I probably won't make the 20-pound mark tomorrow at my weigh-in, but I am stronger and I get lots of notices of me looking thinner, so I'm focusing on the blessing that did occur. But anyway, yeah, getting away from those Tarot-esque and getting back to the returning to spirit, returning to the spiritual angelic energies. So, with that being another ridiculously long introduction, I love you guys very, very much. There's a fly again, getting smaller. Those flies, fire signs, they've been everywhere for me too. Everywhere. So yeah, I love you guys. Like, you have no idea how much your comments brighten my day. Whenever things are going south, whenever I'm feeling depressed or anxious or stressed out, magically I get a comment and I'm just reminded of the blessings that you guys give me. So please, just know you're appreciated, okay? I love you. So, let's get into these readings, guys. Bye. Apparently I'm recording. So, hello Leo, this is your monthly forecast. As you can see, I magically got all snazzy. I'm having a good day. I had to get dressed up for it. I'll give you updates later about how things go. But right now, let's focus on your reading. So, okay. So, they're saying that we need to be using the Angel Heart Sigils deck and the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. I literally just got here. I'm trying to get caught up. I kind of like the dressing up thing, though. This might be a new thing. I don't know. I kind of like it. So, I'm in a brand new park that I went to for the first part of this video the other day. And I like it. And I just got some really awesome shots of a peregrine falcon, maybe not peregrine falcon, a falcon, a hawk, something, just chilling over there, which is really significant. I know they're all over the place here, but they used to, like, they resonated with me as like a spirit animal for some reason for a little bit, just because they would always show up, like whenever I'm driving and thinking about something, it would just swoop in front of my car. And now, after a couple days of a lot of synchronicities, a lot of, you know, my numbers throwing up 444, 353, 647, 222, you know, they're all popping up. And now this beautiful creature is just chilling there. My face looks skinny. The exercise and diet things are working. Cool. So, we have lots of cards from the Angel Heart Sigils deck. Again, just to reiterate the format, I'm going to discuss the energies kind of that inspire your current situation, then the energies you can expect at the beginning of the month, the energies that you have the opportunity to be entering at the end, where you're invited to go, but obviously you have free will. We have some divine angelic perspective on the situations of this month, as well as some earthly perspective cards. But the main crux here is the cross. I'm seeing a lot of cards in your guidance to get from point A to point B, to get to that invitation that we're extending to you. Excuse me. I just had a burrito. It was wonderful. I've been on a diet for so long. I treated myself. And we have extra wisdom. They're saying extra caution for some reason over the path that we're going to take this week, or this month rather. So, I'm going to take a moment to settle in here. We have Archangel Jophiel with the Wonder card in the protection stage, or the reverse position. You wonder. This isn't so much being in awe of things. It's literally saying to me, you wonder. What do you wonder? What are you wondering about? What are you thinking about? What is floating around in your energetic space? You wonder where you're going. You wonder if you'll get where you want to be going. You wonder if your heart will be fulfilled. And this is a big theme for a lot of people on my channel, a lot of the signs. You wonder if it's possible, and I'm not sure what it is, but you wonder, is it possible? A lot of questions, does he love me? Do they really care? Are my fears valid or reasonable, or are they being a little bit irrational? I wonder if I can make it. I wonder if life will ever be happy again, if that makes sense, not to be too depressive. I wonder if I can get back my power. I wonder if I can. I wonder if I can. Can I? I wonder. You need to be wondering with a sense of wonder, they're saying. You're using your gifts of imagination, of wonder. And it's almost like you're choosing to keep wondering about things, not that aren't serving you. Realize it is serving you. You know, your fears are being presented because they're valid, in that you are trying to protect that part of you. In that, somewhere along the line you got hurt, and instinctively you are trying to protect yourself. That is where your fears come from. So of course, there's irrationality and rational thought within your emotions, within what you're feeling. Of course, there's the two sides of the coin. Your job, though, they're really saying, is reclaim your wonder, please. If you can, you're invited to give yourself permission. You're invited to give yourself permission to explore positive outcomes, positive expectations, to explore. You've been exploring why you might not be moving forward, or wondering if you can. Start wondering about the benefits that could happen if you do succeed. Start wondering about the positive things that you can start experiencing. I'm digging my suit. Man, I feel all professional. But start wondering, really, about the positive things that could be happening. Wonder, where can I go? Not where will I go? Because all things are possible. All things are possible, and you need to remember the flame within you that's being slowly burned out. That's your passion, that's your drive, that's your essence of who you are, your fire sign. It's not going away, even though you're having this momentary thought patterns of weakness or impossibility. Realize they're illusions, but again, you see them as a logical representation of facts. This is really strange for you guys, I think. You're being presented with just these concepts that make you think, well, I wonder, maybe I should hold off. Maybe I should be hesitant. Maybe something bad will happen. I don't know. And we understand that it's difficult to be in this place of vulnerability, to be in this place of not feeling protected, which is what you're really trying to be doing. You're trying to protect yourself and those around you. You're trying to ensure that, life is okay, but life can't change if you're not willing to change or change it. Don't become dangerously complacent with the situations that you're dealing with. Don't become so comfortable focusing on the things that you either can't change, or focusing on thoughts that you can't succeed. So it's focusing on what if I do succeed, or what if I do get my dreams to come true because I work for it. And you can acknowledge that it's going to be difficult. You can acknowledge that it won't be easy and that there will be challenges and struggles, but that's where you grow. That's where you see the benefit, the growth, and the same thing. You can't have the abundance that you're desiring come in until you're willing to let go of the abundance that's no longer serving you. Okay? So, kids on the skate park. So, jumping into it now, this is kind of being a long one. Whatever. So, the beginning of the month, again, we have beloved, we have it in the protection stage. Meaning for me to say, you're not loving life. You're not seeing the magic that's around you. You're not really feeling inspired. You're not really seeing the love that's within. You're acknowledging that the love is within you, but it's like you don't feel comfortable with yourself. You're not feeling as though the true you is being expressed. The loving, creative, passionate side, the full authentic side of you, is hesitant to come out, which is interesting. I feel like fire signs, you tend to have your barriers up, have your egoic perceptions out there, but there's a true vulnerability being disclosed to me. You're showing me that there's a vulnerable part of you, that you're wanting to be seen and validated by other people without having that shake up your identity. So it's causing some fluctuations with your confidence, obviously. You're being invited to be brave, though, to surprise yourself, to start walking the walk, since you've been talking the talk this whole time. Oh, cool. So, towards the end of the month, if you're dealing with these issues, it seems that at the end of the month, the goal for us to be focusing on is sympathy, which is beloved compassion for each other. Specifically for you, they're saying. Specifically, you have the opportunity right now with whatever it is that you're specifically dealing with, since you all have different situations going on, to be vulnerable, to be brave, to be exploring and expressing yourself. That's going to open up the doors for people to be sympathetic with you, meaning you're not going to feel alone or weak anymore if you're brave enough to get through this stack of cards here. Because through being your authentic self, you're going to be attracting people who are like you. You know, like attracts like. So, by opening up, they're saying, by giving yourself permission to be vulnerable and to be your authentic self, whatever form that may be, you're allowing yourself to find a new community, to find either reestablished, reaffirmed relationships with people who are already around you, or maybe even getting new, fresh faces into your circle of interactions, where you can actually have a heart-to-heart moment with people. You can actually feel that people understand you and resonate with you, and can understand where you're coming from. Again, sympathy being the difference from empathy. They are not crying with you because you're both so upset and you're both being self-indulgent with the me emotions. It's sympathy. It's giving you the opportunity to be vulnerable, and they're surrounding you, allowing you to support you, allowing you to be in the state in which you need to be in temporarily. It's a transformational, not negative. It's a transformational experience. So you will be attracting the people, and again, whether they're in physical or non-physical, you will be attracting the support that you need in these moments. Again, if you give yourself permission to go there, they're really saying you will have a nice, comforting buffer of individuals to support you. Okay, we're gonna go through the path of getting to that vulnerable place, which is difficult for us. Interesting. So, we have Adoration from Archangel Metatron, we have Zaphiel saying Delight, and Shamael with Genius. So, what I'm really getting here, because I don't want this to be a horribly long video, you need to be honoring the beauty within you, which is a really delicate flower way of saying you need to be honoring the part of you that is sensitive, the part of you that is divine feminine, if you're more divine masculine, or even not even divine masculine, but just earth masculine stereotypes. That there is a part of you that's holy, that's sacred, that needs to be respected, that needs to be validated, and needs to be adored, needs to be loved, specifically from you first, in order to move forward and connect spiritually, really. Connect with your own identity, again. They're really saying, with these other two cards, be following your desires, your true heart's desire, not like your lusty desire or your selfish ego desire, but what is it in your core of core, your heart of hearts, that you really want to be doing, or need to be doing, rather. Because you will find pleasure in doing the appropriate things once you slow down and you are in a place of understanding and acceptance and enlightenment. Excuse me. It's like then, again, with that adoration there, because we have the picture of the goddess Venus, and they're like throwing flowers at her. And she says this beautiful thing. It's kind of like once you stand there, oh wow, yeah, stand there, naked and vulnerable, allowing yourself to be adored. So adore yourself first. Then stand there, vulnerable. Be delighted at the responses you get for being your true, beautiful self. It will happen in time, but just see, yes, there's physical and there's non-physical entities in this card. There's angels, there's people. Adoring and supporting and framing this image that really is being reflected of you, where you can be your authentic self, you can be vulnerable, and do those things because you will find pleasure in them. Again, this isn't like lusty pleasure, it's delight, true hearts and soul pleasure in what you're doing. And the final card for your main guidance is getting over the ego. For some reason, the Genius card recently is just all about going genius, or like having this air about you, about being more wise, not more wise than you really are, but being tricked by our own intellect, by being tricked into thinking that what we're doing is beneficial, or tricking ourselves with our mind, with our ego, into believing that we're okay on our own, or that, again, all those fears that we were talking about earlier are valid, which, yes, they're valid, but are they necessary? It's okay if you identify where they come from. Don't trick yourself, they're really saying. Don't trick yourself into believing that you have it all figured out when you're still capable of doing miraculous things. So again, talking about that, we have pleasure from the angelic perspective, saying really focus on what makes you feel your best. Not in a selfish way, in a self-full way, in a way that just makes you feel delighted and enjoying everything. And right now, if you have these walls up and these fears and these apprehensions and these distances and these barriers up, you're probably not going to be enjoying yourself too much, because you're inhibiting yourself. You put up a wall, no one can come in, but you can't get out either. And you get stir crazy, and you don't have fresh air or sunlight. So it's a good metaphor. So just keep that in mind, really. They're saying follow what makes you feel right in here. Not in here, not in other places. Not those kind of sensations, but really what makes you feel right. What makes you feel aligned? What makes you feel that you are where you need to be, that you're doing what you need to be doing, that you feel fulfilled, that you feel good about what you're doing. And this is a big reoccurring thing for all my viewers. We need to be getting aligned with following our true paths. So, final card before, from your earthly perspective, oh hey, skater. We have humility, again in a protection stage, the difficulty it is for you in which to be humble, to see yourself in divine and perfect light, to not think you're above other people, not that you think you're above other people, but you get caught in your own lies that you think are knowledge. Same thing, you don't want necessarily to be vulnerable. So these are all your protective defense mechanisms that you don't even realize you're doing. And they're really saying that I need to be grounded. You do all these protective things because of fear, because of being overwhelmed with whatever redirectional energies you may be experiencing or transformational energies you may be experiencing. So, I'm being called to say this too. Go outside. Go in the park like I do. Don't be afraid to be your wacky self in a tie with a camera, doing oracle readings, whatever. Or whatever it is that you need to do. Go outside, enjoy yourself, be with Mother Earth, be with nature, be with yourself. And through that quiet, relaxing, rejuvenating time, you will begin to see yourself as you truly are. You'll begin to shed those excess thoughts that fill your space. The sneeze. Bless me, thank you. And you'll really just begin to feel at peace. And this will be a good step for you in order to move forward and feel comfortable and grounded enough to be doing the more vulnerable things, to be more comfortable with yourself and your physical body and all your bodies. Yeah. Shaking the deck. Flipping a card. This one. So, awesome closure message, guys. Which I believe is where all of us are in. We have the Phoenix, resurrection, surrender to change. So clearly, there's this thing happening in your life that you're not willing to move towards because it requires you to be vulnerable and to make these unsafe decisions. I get it. I'm there too. We all are. It's a miraculous time. And you need to have faith in the universe, the cosmos, creativity and vastness, which according to this deck, this could never be reversed. And it just was, which was just telling me, not reversed, that you're not having faith, that the universe will support you moving forward, that you are being realigned with your appropriate path, and that you need to be letting go of certain things. You need to be blossoming and opening up and experiencing this new vulnerability, which is new strength. And getting rid of those words entirely and just realizing you're just being you, you're just being authentic. And it's okay to be your authentic self. Okay. Yeah. Enjoy these energies. I know I didn't necessarily. I'm trying my hardest to find the silver lining, which is there, to realize and focus my mantra. It's not bad, it's transformational. It's not negative, it's redirectional. I really try to focus on that. So, have faith, have faith, have faith, have faith, have faith. Say that 7 times fast. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy the process of becoming more open and more vulnerable. Okay? Hi, Skater. I love you guys very, 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 very much. I hope you're having a fantastic week, month, year, whatever. Have a happy November. Good things are coming. They always are. Never forget that. We always get stuck in our minds about, this is it. It's not it. We do. Have it. Okay. For those of you watching at night, have a good night. Or whatever. Okay, I guess some of you will be watching this late at night, kind of upset. So this is you, sitting in your room, alone, sad, and watching this video. Know that the angels see you, and God sees you, and the universe sees you, and you can trust this message, and you don't have to be afraid. Okay, so go to bed, have happy, sweet dreams, let life be the miracle that it is, and give yourself permission to see it for the miracle that it is. Okay, I love you guys so much. You're beautiful. Namaste. Have a fantastic November. Bye, guys.